So what exactly would it mean for fans if Apple was to buy Sony, and when Apple does inevitably end up buying Sony? Well, a lot. It means a lot, and there's a lot to talk about and break down. So the interesting idea is the fact that Sony's going to lose Spider-Man. Apple's not gaining him or any of his properties or movies or anything when they buy Sony. The rights are not transferable, so they just revert back to their original owners, which would be Marvel, which would be Disney. So automatically from then on out, things change. From that moment on, there's no obligation from Sony to be like, hey, can you guys do this and that? And there's none of that. It's automatically a Disney property. It reverts back. So you could be in a place and location where literally we're seeing the fact that, let's say, Venom 2 or Morbius is already in production and something is happening, they're trying to do something, and Sony can not do anything about it because once it transfers back, it's over. Disney would just be like, we don't want to do this, and that's that, because there's no really a guarantee of anything now. It's not like, hey, we have to complete this entire contract, right? It's not like, hey, we hired, Tom Hardy and he's Venom, so we got to fulfill the rest of his movies. That doesn't happen anymore because that's Sony contracts, and Sony contracts don't play a matter anymore and something that they don't own. So you could be seeing a situation where literally the moment they buy it, we don't hear anything ever again about these properties that they don't want to use, and suddenly Spider-Man is in a position where he's staying in the MCU permanently, which guaranteed would be how it's handled. They're not going to go and talk to Apple and have them keep the character or anything. They're a rival studio, and it wasn't too long ago that Apple was looking to possibly buy Disney because they can. They have so much money to spare. Disney is nothing to them. So it's an interesting position to be in, but at the same time, no matter what happens with this, it's looking good for Disney, really, and especially Spider-Man fans who want more in the MCU.